Hello everybody, welcome back to Pippa Moss. This week, this is a bit of a time-lapse situation from a play I did, a rep season up at STORYHOUSE in Chester. We did The Two Gentlemen of Verona, As You Like It, and we also did Stick of the Dump. It was all open air theatre, it was all in the round, so this was before STORYHOUSE had their kind of refurb, and when we were there, in fact, we actually saw them changing everything. I think it was an old cinema. In Two Gents of Verona, I played Julia and Sebastian, so obviously that's the same person, but Julia dresses as a boy to go chase her love, Melchior. Orpheus? Philip. That's definitely not it. What's his friggin' name? Do you know what? I'm not gonna check it. Sylvia, I love, but Julia something. Ah. It's something to do with being mercurial. What is it? Oh my goodness. Oh, fudge it. Oh, I can remember it, but I can't. Gotta look it up. No. I can't remember. We're gonna carry on. I've genuinely spent about 4 minutes of my life trying to remember that name instead of just Googling it. Proteus! Proteus. So Julia dresses as a boy called Sebastian to pursue her true love, Proteus, Philip. What else did I call him? Melchior? However, when she gets to Milan, she finds that Proteus has started wooing another lady called Sylvia, who's a bit more like, Also, she is the love of his best friend. So not only is he double-crossing his best friend, he's also double-crossing his girlfriend, which, you know, both of those things is not the best thing to do. Come on, Proteus. What I loved about what the director created, I worked with Alex Clifton. So if you don't know Two Gentlemen of Verona, the whole thing ends quite abruptly. Scholars say that it's a Shakespeare play that was kind of wrapped up really quickly. And basically, like the final few pages of the text, the women say absolutely nothing. They're literally married off, they shut up, despite being some of the chief protagonists of the story. Proteus, spoiler alert, attempts to do something really bad to Sylvia, and like nothing really comes of it. And it doesn't feel, for me as a woman, maybe other people disagree, it doesn't feel like there's any justice in the story. It doesn't feel like it rounds off neatly. But of the time, maybe it did, because the women were married off to the men, that was that, and that was it. So what Alex did, we talked about quite a lot and had quite a lot of debates about it because I was quite stubborn on this front, was how to wrap it up. And I was really relieved when I got the final kind of text through that he had cut and chopped a lot of really excellent lines from female parts in Shakespeare's plays and kind of thrown them into Julia's text towards the end and Sylvia's, and had a lot more conversations and confrontations at the end of the play that where the women were standing up for themselves and weren't afraid to speak up for themselves and confront the men on their lack of loyalty and their lack of spine. And I friggin' loved that. So at the end of the play, the way we kind of did it is that we stole some lines from Merchant and some other lines from other plays. And Julia went off on a gap year, and it was quite a modern context for the play. We kind of made it that she was from Essex, like where I'm from, and she was like an Essex girl, and the whole thing was set around a seaside town. And actually when going to Milan, that's where everyone kind of comes of age a bit more and learns about their passion and what they actually want and what being an adult is. And I just loved it. It was such a fun play. And the text I found, I love Shakespeare in general. and I think it is a really accessible text form if people stop telling themselves that they don't get Shakespeare. Let it wash over you. Anyway, I'm going to talk about this in another video. It was a great play, and Julia went off on a gap year on her own. She didn't marry Proteus. I think Sylvia and Valentine were truly in love, so we kind of, those two kind of kept together. But there was kind of a mutual respect towards the end between the women. There's such a beautiful scene between Sylvia and Julia. You have to read the play. It is still probably one of my most favourite Shakespeare plays. Shakespeare plays. Anyway, so yeah, the video you're about to see, that was so long-winded, is of myself getting ready as Julia. So at the start of the show, Julia is Julia. She is a girl, she's got long hair, she wears skirts, she's quite young and naive. And then what we did was obviously transform her. Once Proteus leaves, she's like, I need to go and pursue him and follow him. I don't want to be here anymore. So she transforms as a boy, and she travels the world to pursue her love. And in doing so, she obviously finds that Proteus has been unfaithful and is remaining to be unfaithful, and actually isn't everything she maybe thought he was. So she comes of age, and she comes of gender, she comes of herself in this play, and really learns what she stands up for and what she actually wants from not only a man but from herself in life. And so what you're about to watch is the transformation of Pippa into Julia. And then Julia, once we got off stage with my amazing friend Charlotte, she helped me kind of, it was a relatively quick change, but in comparison to other quick changes I've done, it was a very chilled change into Sebastian, the boy in Milan. I hope you enjoy it. I'll really enjoy watching it back because I do. It was such a fun time. So many fun memories. Enjoy, take it easy, and bye for now.
I'm sorry, I just unplugged it. What did you unplug? Julia. Thank you. Oh my god. Being so clumsy. God. Because you are blonde. Je m'appelle blonde. What? Oh. Oh no, no, it was me. Don't hurt yourself. You. Good. Super tight. Oh yeah, got those little layers out. Little big ears. Yeah, can you see? More golden. Legally flawed. That's me. Sorry. It's okay. Yes. Hello, Jess. Hi. Alright, okay. Alright then. Bye. I was taking the mickey on my phone phrase. I'm
Of
sorry.
me?
Of yes.
Yes, just
I was
make a
pretending
way.
to talk to you. Make a way. Make a way. You're the one with the power right now.
Yeah.
With the big needle. Need another wee. Thanks, Helen. Bye-bye. Bye-bye now. Hello. Okay.
It's the bit of poo on Anton's shoe has fallen off now.
Thanks for doing that, Charlotte. Oh, bada bing. Thanks, Charlotte.
Oh, how we love.
Oh my god, I stuck my pins everywhere. And I'm free. I always have one of these lodged within my bosom.
My bosom is about Charlotte, be till my wound be thoroughly healed and must be searched with sovereign teeth.
Taken to sticking them on my wall for now. My clothes. Should have done this at the start of the show.
I've got some of those Padron peppers. They won't be as good because they're microwaved. You want some? They're only they won't be touching the salmon. Is that alright? They're just in amongst some other veggies. So
I would love a couple. I can repay you. I'm not sure. I think my skirt might need to go in the wash.
Nothing's fine.
No, it's what? Put it back on the hanger.
You're totally fine, love.
Take fun. I am now a man, I am now a man. Sebastian, Sebastian. Ooh. Ah. And yeah. Oh. We need to go there again. I've got everything. Charm. Bracelet. You give me the letter.
Hello everyone, me again. Thank you so much for watching that video. It was really fun to do. It was one of the first videos I ever edited, actually, would you believe? Hence why it's probably not all that great. And I just wanted to add this on at the end of the video. I actually recorded all of the preamble quite a few months ago now, and obviously we're in July 2020, 1st of July 2020, just before I released this video. I just thought I'd add on this quick message because as an actress who's worked predominantly in theatres, the situation in the arts with COVID is quite remarkable, and we are as a country facing the potential of losing the theatres. I'm getting choked up thinking about it. I genuinely can't believe it. I'm sure a lot of you have really clung to things like YouTube, streaming services, Netflix, BBC iPlayer, the radio, all sorts of amazing productions that people have opened up to you, TV shows, films. We need your help as performers to help our industry get back on its feet. It's really a really difficult time for everyone, I know that. But if any of you are able to, sorry, I can't really articulate, I haven't planned this very well, but if any of you are able to make causes to your local theatres in particular, also shouting out for STORYHOUSE. I had such a great time there. I know that they need help. Most theatres are charities. Most of them rely heavily on donations from people like you. They rely on ticket sales. At the end of the day, that's the income, the main revenue for the companies. So please donate what you can, especially if you have been watching films or streamed plays or streamed productions or musicals. Just donate something to that company, to that production, to that theatre, just to support them and help not just the theatres, but actors like myself, creatives, designers, get through this. I know it is a difficult time, but let's face it, it would have been a lot more difficult without the arts. And it's really important that we all stick together and appreciate how important they are for social change and for development of younger people and just to keep us all sane in this world. So I hope that wasn't too inarticulate, but thank you for watching. And at the very least, if you can't donate anything, just share on social media their causes, share their call outs for help, and do what you can, because it's been a crazy few months, and a lot of theatres and the people that work in those theatres are facing a very uncertain future. And with your help, we might be able to kind of make it a better one for everyone. So again, not sure how articulate that was, but I just wanted to add this on at the end of this video, especially as STORYHOUSE have recently declared they won't be running their summer season at all this year. So yeah, thank you so much. All the very best. I hope you're all truly staying safe and well, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now. Thank you.